So let's talk about why Elon Musk is at the center of this court battle right now. Because a lot of you have seemed to have forgotten that they dated at one point. Reportedly, Amber Heard met Elon Musk when she was filming Machete Kills in 2012. Now, the two of them, especially Elon, has claimed that their relationship didn't start until after she was divorced from Johnny Depp. However, employees of the penthouses where Amber and Johnny lived as a couple while they were married reported that as early as March 2015, Amber was sneaking Elon Musk into the penthouses while Johnny was filming Pirates of the Caribbean 5 in Australia. And yes, if you've been following along, that's less than a month after Amber and Johnny were married, and during the same month that Amber threw a vodka bottle at Johnny Depp that severed the tip of his right middle finger. And this affair went on for a while. There's photos of Elon and Amber inside the elevators at the penthouses, and they dated publicly for a while after Johnny and Amber split. And during her relationship with Johnny Depp, Amber Heard had many of her friends living in the couple's penthouses with them, totally free of rent. One of those friends was Raquel Pennington and her husband, Josh Drew. Her husband, Josh Drew, had this to say in one of his video depositions.
Did she ever tell you in words or substance, while Amber was still married to Johnny Depp, that the three of them, Amber Heard, Elon Musk, and Cara Delevingne, spent the night together?
Yes.
So they were having a three-way affair, correct?
My understanding, yes.
However, the affair isn't the main reason that Elon's name keeps being dragged into court. As we've talked about before on here, Amber Heard had promised her entire divorce settlement to charity. And in interviews across the world, she claimed that she had already donated that money. And also in her witness statements that the entire amount of my divorce settlement was donated to charity. But as we talked about on here before, there's no receipts of this. But on Thursday, we got to hear from the senior corporate counsel of the ACLU, one of the charities she was supposed to donate to, about where the money is. Now, according to Terrence, the ACLU was aware that Amber planned to make these payments in installments, $350,000 worth annually. This was supposed to go over the next 10 years. Amber herself never signed this pledge form and only made one of these payments of $350,000 worth. Terrence stating that the ACLU was hoping and expecting to receive the $3.5 million, but the fact that the pledge form wasn't signed did cause some doubt on that. And he wasn't wrong, because even though there were further installments made on behalf of Amber by Elon Musk, and one installment on Amber's behalf from Johnny Depp himself, to which Amber's lawyers claimed that he was trying to reap a tax benefit on, Johnny claiming that under their divorce settlement and NDA, she wasn't supposed to tell anyone what she was doing with the money, whether she donated it to charity or not. So he just thought he would make it easier on her and donate it directly for her. But even with these payments from Elon and Johnny, she still owes over $2.2 million to the ACLU and has not made a payment towards that since December of 2018, which, funny enough, was the same year that her and Elon split. So I don't think they're going to be getting that money anytime soon. And the other charity that Amber was supposed to donate to, the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, has also not received their funds yet, but we haven't heard from them yet in court.
Please tell people that it was a fair fight and see what the jury and judge think. Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence, and yes. It's a fair fight. And see how many people believe or side with you.
And what did you say in response when Miss Heard said, "Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them, Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp, a man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence"?
I said, yes, I am.
He wrestled me down, kind of trying to hold me down with his knee on my back. And he's punching me. He got next to my ear and he was screaming over and over and over again. Each time it sounded louder and more desperate. "I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you." Over and over. "Fucking hate you." And then pounding the back of my head, pounding it. I couldn't breathe. I remember trying to scream and I couldn't scream.
When you woke up, was there anyone there?
From the time I stopped hearing myself scream, I don't know what happened to me. I thought I probably had a concussion and certainly thought I had a broken nose. My head was bleeding from the ripped out hair, chunks of hair on the floor all over the place, actually. It was just all over the apartment. It was chunks of my hair that Johnny ripped out while dragging me. This is my face with a busted lip, which it's difficult to see in this picture, but
Briefly describe for the jury what this one is.
that's my face. Some time after, and Johnny beat me up.
Thank you. Michelle, if you could bring up defendants 515. Does this accurately portray the scene depicted?
Yes.
Going to move the admission of Exhibit 516.
No objection.
515 or 516?
516, I'm sorry if I misspoke.
You said 515
Oh.
before.
It's 515. 515.
I don't remember the exact sequence of things. It gets a little bit more confusing from my ability to recall. He has me up against the throat. He's kind of bashing me against the wall next to the fridge. And I don't know if he had let go of my neck or loosened my grip, but I remember slapping him across the face. Don't know if it was in that instance or if it was in a later one that I eventually barricaded the door. It wouldn't stop him from coming in. He could come in the other doors. You know, there's a back door, there's patio. I don't really know at what point I gave up and stayed behind my barricaded door, but I managed to go to sleep. I took some sleeping pills. I woke up, and when I came downstairs, he was still up.
And let me just stop you for a moment. Have you seen Mr. Depp take any drugs by this point?
Oh, yeah. Sorry if I left that out. He took a handful of pills, and I didn't count how many, but when I came back downstairs, I did the math. I can't recall as I sit here now, either 8 or 10 pills of MDMA.
That he had taken or that were left?
I remember we had a conversation about the amount that he took. So I remember saying, you
Objection,
took all
hearsay.
Okay.
I'll sustain the objection. Okay.
There were only a few left in the bag, so I think it was what he took. And I said, Johnny,
Objection, hearsay.
He confirmed that he took that amount and that he could take that amount.
And what amount?
At this point, there were 10. He had taken 10, 8 or 10. I can't recall. I remember he took the phone at one point and called my divorce attorney. I had at some point prior to this got a divorce attorney, or not a divorce attorney, a domestic relations attorney.
I didn't want this to be the reality. I didn't want to have the man I was in love with. I know you don't come back from that. You know, I'm not dumb. I know you can't hit a woman. You can't hit a man. You can't hit anyone. You can't just hit somebody because I knew it was wrong, and I knew that I had to leave him. And that's what broke my heart, because I didn't want to leave him. I thought if I got up out of that room, that would leave the best thing that ever happened to me. And I wish I could sit here and say I stood up and I walked out of that house and I drew a line and I stood up for myself.
I was in court with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard today, and today we learned how true this text was that Johnny sent to one of his friends after finding out that Amber had been cheating on him with Elon Musk since March of 2015. Because not only did they help Amber perjure herself again, but they objected so many times today they forgot they weren't supposed to object to themselves.
Damage to Mr. Depp's hand while you were there on March 8th, correct?
Dr. Kipper had told me he'd sustained an injury on one of his fingers.
Objection, hearsay.
You asked the question.
Next question. Okay, he said he sustained an injury to his finger.
Yes.
So today was Johnny's last day on the stand. We start off with Amber's lawyer, Rottenborn, finishing off his cross-examination of Johnny, which basically meant he read a bunch of text to Johnny and then didn't get Johnny to elaborate at all, just said, "Did you write this?" And Johnny's like, "Yeah." And then played like 2-second audio clips, which didn't really give anyone context to what these audio clips were about. Rottenborn then brought up a text where Johnny said he didn't like that Amber was going to a coffee meeting, to which I was like, what's a coffee meeting? And Johnny said that too. But then when he got a chance to elaborate on the text, he said, I think we had plans that night and that was why I was so mad about this meeting, as Rottenborn was trying to allege that Johnny wanted to control Amber and didn't want her in movies anymore. And Johnny responded to that allegation of wanting to control his wife's career with this.
It's not about her doing films. How do you think she got Aquaman, sir?
But then Johnny's lawyers took over for their redirect, where they got to clarify a few things that Rottenborn tried to go over the past couple of days. And were able to close out with this emotional statement.
Amber, I lost a fucking finger, man. Come on. I had a jar of mineral spirits thrown at my nose.
You can please tell people that it was a fair fight and see what the jury and judge thinks. Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence, and
yes.
It's a fair fight. And see how many people believe or side with you.
And what did you say in response when Miss Heard said, tell the world, Johnny, tell them Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp, a man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence?
I said yes. I am.
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
But then it was the couple's house manager, Ben King, who had managed the couple's house in Australia, who went on the stand. And this is where the perjury comes in. Because if you guys have been following me for any length of time, you know that Amber Heard is alleging that there was a 3-day hostage situation that happened in that house. Amber stating in court documents that this hostage situation began for her on March 3rd, 2015 when she arrived in Australia and then carried on for 3 days after. Only problem is now they're saying she didn't arrive in Australia until March 5th. And Ben King said in his statement today that he saw the couple later in the evening on March the 6th. And if you're keeping up, you know that this is the incident where Johnny lost part of his finger. And he wouldn't be treated at the ER until March the 8th. So not only is the math not mathing, Amber, but why was Johnny the only one in the ER that day? I thought y'all were crazy. I thought y'all were making shit up. So many of you have sent me this article, and like at first we were kind of a little joking about it. We were kind of like, let's see what she's wearing today. And we had noticed that if Johnny wore a gray suit the day before, she'd wear a gray suit. Then it got a little bit more specific. Johnny wore a Gucci B, and then Amber wore a Gucci B the very next day. So I was like, maybe we're on to something here. I wasn't prepared for today. You may remember yesterday is the day that Twitter went nuts over Johnny Depp's ponytail. When she walked into court today with this ponytail on her head, this ponytail that looks like it was brought to us by SpaceX, it's so high, the shock the courtroom felt. Also, not only is she copying Johnny's outfits and looks every single day, but today Johnny Depp finally took the stand. And he testified that the couple's nicknames for each other, which were Steven for Johnny and Slim for Amber, were in reference to Lauren Bacall and Humphrey Bogart. And as one of you said on my live tonight, doesn't this hairstyle from yesterday look an awful lot like this hairstyle that Lauren Bacall once wore? It's just interesting to me that she's trying to steal his style now. She's the same woman who was shocked he got a deal with Dior because, as she said, he has no class or style.